In today's tutorial, I'm going to give you a complete walkthrough of Movavi software, which happens to be very user-friendly video editing software. So let's begin. So I'm on my Movavi home screen. These are the timelines where we will be working. This first one is for adding text. The second one is for adding videos, and the third one is for audio track. Now all these tracks can be multiple times used by going to this plus icon at the top left hand side corner, where you can again add another video track, audio track or title track. If you don't like it, then right click on that track and delete the track. It's as simple as that, right? Now in the track there are three buttons you can see. These things I will be talking about once I import some clips. For that, the first option, this plus icon, you can see in this folder icon, you will get the first option as file import. So click there and you will get this import box opened in front of you. So go to this add files option, and from my respective folder I will be taking a couple of videos. Now all these will come on your media bin, because you see around this there is a blue box, highlighted box. That means all these three are selected. So if I drag any one of them, you see all three will be automatically coming on this timeline. Now next is the sounds option. Here there are tons and tons of sounds like fail sound, crush sound, DJ sound, happy birthday, heartbeat, gunshot. So there are tons and tons of sounds which you find from free library of Movavi. Next is music. There are some amazing music available like Jumpstart, It's Complicated, Inspiration. Next is sample videos. Next is background. Next is effect package. If you want, there are tons and tons of effect packages which can be used as introductory video. These are the things you can further download by going to these options. So I have taken this video. Now see, there are two things. One is a video timeline and there is a blue this bottom part which is audio part. Now suppose this video is not having any audio as such, so I want to delete this. How will I do it? You can either select only this part and go to this delete option and it will get deleted, or else I will go back and I will just right click on this, and then there are three things you can do. One is you can detach the audio. Suppose I don't want this audio to be starting from here. Suppose I want this, if there would have been an audio, I want it to be starting from here, right? So I can simply drag and freely keep it anywhere I want. Now if I click on this first button, hide track, that means it will not show me the video on this screen, right? Next is, if I just click on this audio option, it will stop giving me the sound. It will make the video mute if there is any audio attached to it. And then finally, let me just bring another one. You see, if I just drag it here, it kind of sticks back to the previous clip, right? That is the default setting of Movavi. Now if I click on this arrow button, this left hand side arrow button, I can freely move it anywhere in the timeline. I can add another clip in between and then drag it back here. How do I add an audio track out here? Okay, so I've got one beautiful audio track which I will just drag and drop here in the audio timeline. Now if I want to shrink this track, then there are two options. Either I will go to the scale option and reduce the scale so that I can see the complete track, and by dragging this left corner till the end of my video, I can make this as of the same length of my video. Now another thing is, suppose I don't want that, I just want to cut it from the middle. So what I'll do is, I will just bring this playhead here at the end of the video track and then right click on it and split. Now buy this option and then just simply click the rest of the part and delete from your clipboard. So splitting is important to know for the video clips as well. Suppose I want this video clip to be splitted, again this one, then in that case I will have to right click over here and go to split. It will get splitted. Now there is another option here. You can see there is a scissor kind of a split option here. The third option is you keep the playhead here and just press Ctrl and B. Now let us see how to add beautiful color correction. Suppose I have this video and I want to correct the color because it appears to be very pale to me. So what are the options? There are two options. Either I will go to this filter option and I will go to all option. Here I get beautiful filters, burden option, this bluish tone. Then I will just drag this burden tone and just bring and drop it here. Now it will make this video look little bluish. If you don't want any of these extra features which you are adding to the video, if you want to delete it, you need to go to this star option, and here you can see the filter. Here you can check the kind of intensity. If you don't want so much bluish, you can reduce it to 60% or 50%, whatever suits you, or else you can completely minus it. So now here, suppose in this clip I want this one to be here, and let us see how it is looking. Right, so this is how it is. So these are the beautiful filter effects you can use. Now down here, if you're looking particularly a color filter, you want to change the color, I will just erase it. If you want a particular color type of a feature, right, then you can go for this color filter option only. There you will get beautiful color features which you can just drag and drop to your video and see the difference in your video, right? And then again you can change the intensity as per your need. If you want something of noise, like you want a little bit of shake or little distortion in your video, then you can use any of these from the noise option, right? Blur is again used at times when I'm overlaying. I will show you how to overlay. So suppose I have this green screen video, right? So here I'm going to show you how to remove the green screen and get a background. Suppose I want this video to be the background of this green screen, and this lady come in the middle of this video and saying something, while at the background this video will remain, right? So how will I do it? First I will take this video and bring it here at the top. I will just drag and drop it here, and it will automatically add the track, another track. Now let me delete the audio option. Okay, now what I'll do is, I want this video, select this track, go to this last option, and from there all tools option, and from there you'll get two options. One is video editing, one is audio editing. I will show all the options of video editing, but for the time being, let me show you just the chroma key option. See, there is a chroma key option out here, as well as in the video editing box. If you scroll a little bit downwards, you find chroma key. Just select the chroma key, you see magically your mouse has turned into a color picker. Just drag it and click on the green part, and boom, it's gone in a blink. Right? If you find still there are some edges left of the green side, green background around the video, around the subject, then you will have to go for this noise and edge options, where you have to increase it. But by default setting itself works really well for me. Now I want this lady to be at the side, one side of this video, and explaining what is going on. For that, there is something called overlay option in Movavi. Where do I get that? Again, in all tool options, video editing drop down, and from top, fourth option is overlay. Now there are different kind of overlay out here, you see. If I want this video to be anywhere in the small section, occupying a small section, this overlay, and at the back the main video will run, then I will go for picture in picture, and then I will drag this lady little bit bigger as I want, and situate her here so that she remains here. Many a times when I make when somebody is making how to videos and want that person's video at the bottom, at the right bottom of any video, the screen recording should go at the back end, and she or he would be instructing from the corner. We use picture in picture like this. Next is logo. I just want a little tiny bit here, my presence or my subject's presence, or here at the bottom. I can easily drag it anywhere I want and just resize it, and I want to situate it here. Then it will be running. You see how is it looking? So it's just this much it is occupying, okay? Again, I'll be heading back to overlay. This one will make it big, corner to corner. This one will make her come on the left hand side, and I can remove her within this space only. I cannot get her this side, okay? Then if I take the right one, then I can move her within this space. I cannot go this side, okay? There is again same way top side, which is only this much I will get, and I can only place it. So depending on how much you want, suppose trio will give you 3 parts, and only middle part can be used. Trio will give you 3 parts, one third of the complete screen, okay? This is how you can experiment. So for this particular video, I will go for this option, right, where I want the lady to be at the right hand side explaining about what's going on. So now if I watch this after giving overlay and implementing the you see that lady is at the right hand side as if she is explaining what is going on at the back end, and this is shot separately in green screen. This is a recording from Mexico, some rituals of their tribal community. So she's a newsreader or some blogger who is explaining what is going on. So this is as simple as that. Movavi makes your life really simple. So this is how it is. Now, suddenly I want my complete attention to be towards this lady, and I want this backdrop to be little blurred up. So how do I do that? I will just stretch this a tiny little bit. Right click and split it and bring her. Select this only and bring her here. Okay. So here I want only her to be more highlighted, not the background. So what I'll do is I will just select this background video. Then I will go to this effects option, because I was showing blur option. So effect option, and this blur, intense blur option, I'll just drag and drop it here. How will I see if it is dropped in the right way? See, there is a ground sign here at the top left hand side corner, meaning it is not yet on the track. Now if I drag a little bit up or downwards, it will become plus. Then you leave it on the track. That means it is on the track. Now you see the background has become dark, blurred, and the front, the lady who is instructing, she is prominent. Now see. Now, if I want the blur effect to be little more intense, then go to the start option. It is 20%. Make it suppose 50%. So this is how I can change the intensity. Around 30 is okay. So this is how my second filter option is gone. There is color filter. I have shown you. There is flying object. If you want some funny flying object to be flying from the top, suppose this parachute I want like this, then I will just bring it here and so show you how is it looking. Right, so many parachutes, and you can make it 100% or reduce it. Give a fade in, fade out, meaning they will just come in in a faded way and in a transparent way, and go off in a transparent way again and check how is it looking. So these are the few funny effects you can add depending on your clip. Here it is really looking awkward. So yeah, so there's no flag, there is sakura, all these things are there, you can use it, right? Light shake, if you want a little bit of shaking in between the clip, you can use this lens flare effect, lens flare 1 2 3. If you want a little bit of color from the left top or left right side, then you can drag and drop it here and check how is it looking. See, it is not a static color which is coming, it is coming and going off. Like there is a kind of light at the left hand side which is getting blurred, getting fade out and again fading in and fading out. So these effects are like this only. You can use any dimension, any color. It's a beautiful effect I very often use. So try this out. Okay, let us move forward to the next. This is one of my most favorite options. It is transition. So transition, what does transition do? Transition makes two clips identically separated from each other. When I am watching this clip, I would be, suppose at the end, if I play this clip, you see from this to this clip, it is going just like that. Now, if I add a beautiful, this cube effect, which I very often use, then you see how is it going. See how nicely, isn't it? Likewise, if you don't want this, you can just delete it. And likewise, you have so many different types of fade in, fade out effects. This is a glitch effect. You can give the glitch effect here and see what happens. It was clear and now it is getting blurred. So in between, the glitch effect will work real well. There are black and white glitch, these options. Okay, if you want to go for a particular, suppose at times we use the blur option or fade option, this is the kind of effect I can get under fade. Now if you want to adjust this, just double click on this. Then in this time, if you want this frame to be, at times what we do, we take the particular area of transition as the thumbnail, right? Then you can go for this freeze frame option, or if you want to make the transition little slower, you can go for slow motion option. There is another thing. If you want all these splitted parts to be having the same transition, you just need to check this box, apply to all transitions. You see, both the transitions have been applied. The same transition has been applied to both the clips. So this is very important when you're having a very long video and having multiple slits, multiple transitions. You cannot manually do it, right? This is how you can explore all the options and see which one is working well for you. Next is text. In text, first is introductory video. You get tons and tons of introductory video. I will just drag and drop one and show you how it is looking. So suppose this one I drag and drop here. This is where you can, if you select this and go to this edit option, you can change this video as well as this boom. Instead of boom, you can write anything. Suppose if I want here to be written my channel's name, I will write VAGPE Media, and this is how it will look. And then if I play it, right, this is how you can add any intro to your video on a click. Like for my this particular channel, you will find many times this video I have used to intro. It is text. There are different types of texts you can use. It's as simple as dragging it here and dropping on the clip and keep it on the text track. You are not supposed to keep it on the video. It will automatically come to the text track. So you have to double click on this and you can change this. Simple as that. Accumulated inside the circle, and then here I will just change. Okay, so I can change this font from here. I can take any font I want to. I can change the size also. I can make it bold. I can change the color as well. If you want this circle to be of different color, then go to this, click on this circle. You will see this dotted box appearing around it, and then go to this color option and just change this color to dark green, and that's pretty much it. And then apply it and see how is it looking. Yep, so this is how it is looking. Beautiful. There are some beautiful fancy stickers. If you want to add, suppose you have a Facebook group, you can simply drag and drop it here, and then you can place it wherever you want. Just select it all together and place it here, and just change the particular name of, double click on this and just change the name of this. In the box you just need to change the text. Likewise, you have Instagram handle. So now next is sticker. If you want any funny sticker, there are many beautiful stickers. Is the all tools option. In all tools option, I'll be showing you few important features of video editing as well as audio editing. So let's begin with video editing. So this is the original video. Now this, isn't it looking a little pale? So I need to do a bit of color correction here. So what I'll do is I will go to this option and all tool option and just stretch this video editing option. The first is color adjustment. Yep, so click the video, the clip you want to adjust the color. Now there are two parts on this particular video. Also on this color adjustment, I have done a detailed video with showing all these features. You can, if you want, you can refer to that video after watching this video. Again, the link will be there in the description. Okay, so if suppose I want this space travel option to be here, or let's say trip to Mars. Okay, so drag and see, again this will turn into a plus sign, then only leave it. Further go to adjustment and I can just give it a little more brightness, little less contrast. I can tweak upon it, right? So let me just come here in the easy option and just let me remove this. See, as soon as I apply some advanced option, there will be, that is called manual adjustment. There will be two layers. One is with manual adjustment, one is with auto adjustment. So I will just delete the auto adjustment, then only manual adjustment will remain. So for the time being, let me delete this as well. So let us go to general, let us go to color correction once again. Which one color correction magically changes everything is this magic enhancement. Just drag and drop it here, and this is a no-brainer. It will automatically make your video look more intense. You see the difference? Let me just show you. Let me give it a small slit and a quick show. From the first slit, select the only first slit and go to this star option and I will delete it. So now this is my original video and I'll just show you how the color adjustment worked. See, magic enhancement has enhanced all the dark colors. Magic enhancement is the best option which I use. Otherwise, you can go for manual adjustments from here. Now crop and rotate. Suppose if I don't want this video to be completely shown, left hand side there is nothing, so I can just simply crop it till here and apply. Then only this part will be applied. Now, why is it important? Many times we find that our video is on 9:16 ratio, but for YouTube we need 16:9. Now what will we do? In that case, I will just drag the video upwards and let me just show you what will I do. So this one, what I'll do is I will make it a little blurred. So in mosaic option, this glass mosaic works really well. So let me give it a glass mosaic option. This intense blur I will remove. This is a glass mosaic option. Okay, I want to use a zoom effect here on the face of the model. So what I'll do is, So what I'll do is I will just select the clip, the part where I want to zoom in, and I will go to this zoom pan and zoom option, and I will drag this zoom in option to this clip. This is a still camera shot, right? But I want to show viewer that camera is moving towards the model, but this is actually a still camera shot, a camera which is stand still, and this shot is taken. So if I want to do that effect, then what I'll do is I'll just drag this zoom in to here, then I'll go to this small tiny dot. You see this has, as soon as I have clicked on this dot, it has become red. These are called keyframes. Now the first keyframe will identify the first position of your zoom in. So this should be the complete end-to-end screen from where you will try to focus on something. Now we'll go to the next keyframe where I will simply focus on this. Just drag this keyframe on the face of the model, right? And then I will go for the zoom out option and drag and drop it in a while so that it shows back to the model's complete view, and there I will come to the last keyframe and select it and back to the frame to frame option. And this is how you can do zoom in, zoom out, and check how is it doing. See, it appears as if the camera is moving towards the face and then going backwards, right? So this is how we do zoom in and zoom out effect very easily, and this gives a very soft feeling. Okay, this is zoom in, zoom out effect. Now if you want this to be from the beginning, then just this hand will appear if you click on this middle stick of 2 frames and just drag it to the middle at the beginning and just check how is it looking. Now if you want it to be more shorter, like more, if you want to give a speed, then you will have to just scale it up a little bit, and you'll have to just bring these 2 keyframes close to each other. Okay, and now you see how is it looking. It will quickly focus on the face, and then it will quickly go as well. Yes, so this is how you do zoom in, zoom out. Next is stabilization. Stabilization will make your camera shake go away. So if you have any shot which is shot in a shaky camera, or by your hand you have shot something, then if you go to stabilize, it will be kind of stabilizing the entire frame and just apply. You can add the shaking, how much shaking is there, how much accuracy you want. You will have to select that, and then you'll have to apply, and it will take a while to apply, and it will be applied as well. So further, if you want to edit, you can edit. You can go for a preview after application, how will it look, so that you can at the same time you can keep adjusting. So because this is not a shot which is having much of camera shake, it won't be making any such difference. So I'll just show you quickly. Still you see whatever little bit shake was there, that is gone, right? So this is as simple as that. Now animation. Why animation is required? Animation at times is required to make any particular object appear in a particular way. Suppose I go to this overlay option and I want this lady to be zooming in, not simply appear just like that, like a ghost. You see, she's appearing just like a ghost. Out of nothing, out of nowhere, she's appearing on the screen. I don't want that. I want her to appear with grace, right? So what I'll do is I'll just select the first clip and I'll go to animation. From here, I will go to easy animation option. And if you come a little downwards, you find this zoom in animation. So drag and drop it on the screen. And then you see how is she appearing. See, she's appearing as if from this person, this girl only has become this girl, right? So like this, you can just select these keyframes as well. Okay, now you can make it bigger or smaller, whatever you want. you can come here and change her position, little shift rightwards, and this way you can do it. If you right click and do this, right click and delete all keyframes, it will delete all the keyframes on the clip. And then I will show you a little bit of advanced. So if I go to advanced animation, I will come to the beginning and go to add animation and add keyframe. It will make 2 keyframes first. So I will just select this, and maybe I want this lady to appear from right to left. So I'll just shift her out of the main frame. You see main frame, you can see at the back, and this is the frame which will make the position of the lady here. I'll just drag it at the beginning, and then I have this keyframe. I will bring the lady next here. Then again I will right click and go to animation and add keyframe. Another keyframe I will add and bring it to the next possible place, and then I will click on that frame and bring her back here. So now if I play this, you see how is it coming. Now there is another thing which you can animate is a text. So let me take a text here. Suppose this text I have taken. I am just taking the text here, and I will change the color so that it is visible. Okay, and making it bold. That's it. And suppose little bigger. Yep. That's it. Okay, now I want this to be having a beautiful animation. What will I do? Keep the text track selected, text selected, go to animation, come to easy animation. Suppose I want this vertex out animation. Just see how is it looking. Right, this is how it is looking. So this is how you can animate. And again if you want to remove all, right click on the keyframes and remove all keyframes. That's it. Now what is highlight? Highlight is, suppose you highlight and conceal. This one is only for video. So if you come to video, you can just bring this bright ellipse, this option here, and make the other part of the video look little blurred. You can even elongate it and position it on the face of the model, and just see how is it looking. So the attention will be only on the face. It works as a spotlight. If I want this some part of the video to be blurred, I can use this blur option, this blurred rectangle option as well, and I can make it shift it somewhere I want. And you can just click on this star again and just remove it. Then it will remove the concealing effect. Now next is logo. You can add any logo of yours. Suppose if I want, this is a Movavi, so let me take Movavi logo. So if I want this logo to be appearing here, see it has come here. You can simply drag and drop it here. You can make your watermark. Finally, it is after logo, it is slow motion. If you select this video and make it slow, then you just do the slow motion, and see if you reduce the speed, it will make the video more slow. Right, now let us go to audio editing option. We mainly use here the equalizer option in audio detection. So equalizer, if you go to equalizer, just need to select the track of audio, and you can go for any equalizing option. You can go for classical, dance, deep, whatever is your kind of volume. So for me, voice enhancement works really well where you're actually having a voiceover like me. Okay, now next is noise remover. You can just remove the any kind of a noise by adjusting this. You can apply it there. And then audio effects, if you want to give any echo effect, then you see how is it sounding. I've given an echo effect. See, this is an echo effect. So like this you can give any effect, robot effect. How does it sound? You see, see, these are the kind of effects you can use. And then again go to the star option and you can remove any effect you want. I only want noise removal, so I can keep noise removal up. Okay. Now let us go to the next, beat detection. Beat detection is a very effective tool according to me, which will detect the transitions and will give a beat there. Okay, these are the beats. You can change the beats location. You can get more beats by synchronizing it, and then accordingly you can adjust your clips so that your clips follows the beat. Okay, like this, and then you check how is it looking at the transitions. I'll just give see, these transitions will follow the beat. This is called beat detection. So now how to export it? Go to this export option and you will get this export box in front of you. Here the first option is MP4, and for video you can go for any other options as well. Next is for audio. If you want only the audio track to be in MP3 file to be downloaded, you can use this. Third is, this is for iPhone. You can directly export to iPhone, Nexus, Galaxy, whatever is your phone. Next is PC. If you're having a this is Samsung or Sony, whatever is your computer, this thing, Apple TV, whatever you want, and you can also directly share to YouTube, Vimeo, and or else you can keep it in your Google Drive. So for me, I'm going to go for the video option, MP4. I should be selecting, then I should be changing the name. So select the respective folder from here, save to from the browser respective folder. For me, I'm going to select this one and then select the folder. This will by default stay in good quality. Don't forget to change it to high quality. Okay, if you want to change the dimension, the resolution, you can do it. I am using it for 19:6 and 1920 to 1080. So this is the resolution I use. If you want, you can go for higher or lower resolution. And frame rate, usually I keep it 29.97. It depends on which camera you're using. Since I'm using the screen recorder, I am using this 29.97 only. Bitrate is always VBO. Always keep it in VBO, and or else you can custom it as for you, but I usually use it this way only. So let us make it okay and start exporting. I hope it was helpful. If yes, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please do consider to press the subscription button below and press the bell icon next to it. VAGPE Media is on an Android app as well. If you want to learn graphic designing, definitely you can download our app and learn graphic designing with Canva. And the app is available for Android users in Google Play Store. Today this much. I'll come back with some fun tutorial next week. Till then, stay safe, stay legendary.